Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all. I swear I've missed y'all, and I hope you missed me too. Let's get into this video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Okay, welcome back. It is Virtuously me. I am a faith-based channel. I got to take you guys on the ride with me on the good and bad and ugly truth of my walk with Christ, right? And I have not been here in months, which is so bad, so bad. Trust me, I missed y'all so much, but it's been so much happening, so much transition in my life in 2025. And honestly too, I've had so much footage waiting for you guys. I have just been terrible with editing. I feel like I probably share the same sentiment with a lot of people, but editing is not fun. It's not fun. It's so much fun to like get the camera, get the footage, all these things, but then compiling it together and that taking time is not fun whatsoever. And again, if you see me like looking up and down and stuff, it's sometimes so hard not to be able to like look at the screen itself, but to actually look at the camera. And if you see me also looking down as well, I do have some notes because that is a new thing I want to try with my videos. I think having some notes helps me to be organized and I don't start rambling on. But let's get into it. Yes, it was Christmas. You can kind of see my Christmas tree over here, but let's get into the first thing that has happened to me, because I'm sure you're wondering like, Stacey, where you been at? What's going on, girl? You dropped a few videos, dropped a few YouTube shorts, and then you bounced, you said. But I've been here, guys. I have just had a lot happening, and so much in like a short span of time, especially from like end of July till now. Like it was like end of July, I went to Jamaica, and then as soon as I came back from Jamaica with my family, I moved. Guys. That's a big news. I moved to North Carolina. I moved to North Carolina. I have never ever lived outside of Connecticut for a very long time. Like, yes, I did the travel nursing in Mass. That's where I was before here. I was travel nursing in Massachusetts, specifically in Boston. But I've never like actually moved to a whole nother spot. Connecticut was all I've ever known. Connecticut is me. Like I've been there for 27 years. Now I'm 28, but I was there for like 27 years. That's where my family is all from. That's where we grew up. That's where I grew up. So I don't really know anything else outside of Connecticut. So this was such a huge step for me. But honestly, I felt like God was then leading me to relocate, because I just felt like Connecticut really represented stagnancy for me. It really did. I felt like I wasn't really growing there. I felt as if there was a lot of trauma there. There wasn't really anybody beneficial for me like there anymore. Obviously outside of my family. Sorry guys. Outside of my family, let me clarify. But outside of that, there wasn't really anybody else that was like really there for me. I felt like my time in Connecticut was done. And I really wanted a fresh start. I wanted something new in life, new people, new city, new everything. And honestly, to be quite honest with you guys, at first, I felt as if back in January of 2025, the Lord had gave me a vision to go to actually move to Florida, to move to specifically Sanford, Florida. And that's right near Orlando, if you guys don't know where Sanford is, because I'm sure like whenever you think about Florida, you're probably like, oh, Tampa, Miami, Orlando. There's probably another one, but I feel like that's all you guys think about, you know. So Sanford is really a lesser known kind of like place. And honestly, I felt like God really gave me the vision while I was praying. I was actually visiting down there with my friend to come out with my Simply Bliss website. And my gosh, I probably have to catch up on that too, because I haven't been able to do any Simply Bliss events for a very long time. But again, let me focus on my notes and not ramble. But yeah, so my vision. The vision was when I was like literally sitting there crying in church and I was just deep in prayer. I felt like the Lord was showing me all the things lining up in Florida. The school he wanted me to go to, because, you know, I'm also a PhD student now. He showed me the school that he wanted me to go to. He showed me the apartment complex he wanted me to move to. And he was really green lighting going to Sanford, Florida. So I applied. I got into the school I wanted to go to, or that he showed me to go to. And I just didn't. And y'all probably gonna be in the comments like, so you went against what God told you to do? But honestly, guys, let me tell you something. Okay?
Let me tell you something. All right.
You know, there's such a thing sometimes as probably like false visions, you know, and I have had my fair share of them. They are quite discouraging, quite discouraging when you do realize that sometimes the voice that you thought you heard was probably not really truly of God. And I really think that was kind of what it was. The more I thought about Florida, the more uncomfortable I became, the more not at peace I became. I also felt like my family weren't really even like encouraging me to even go there. They were not encouraging at all for there. And there were some other reasons too as well that were kind of just discouraging me from Florida. And I felt like, okay, maybe this isn't it. Maybe this isn't it. So I stayed with the school for sure because it was an online program anyways. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, okay, where else in this country of the USA would see myself living, right? And it came down to two places, and one of the other places was North Carolina. And I actually do have family here. I have a boatload of cousins here that have relocated from like New York to here. And honestly, every time I come down here, I love the atmosphere here. Every time I come to visit them, I just love the places. I love the restaurants. I love their church that they're going to. Like, I loved it. And I was like, okay, I really do see my life down here. And when I came down here for one of the conferences at their church, we went apartment shopping. Loved the apartments down here. I love how affordable they are. I just was like, this is actually fantastic. And there it was. I was like, everybody honestly felt at peace with me being here. Even my family, my parents, they felt more at peace with me coming here instead of Florida. I felt more at peace. My cousins felt at peace. And honestly, I feel like, you know, my cousins are very like spiritual. And I felt as if like if they're at peace as well, and I feel also at peace with this decision, I think this is it. So I've been here since August, and it was such a crazy transition. I do not recommend moving across the states. I don't. However, I do at the same time, because yes, get that fresh experience and our fresh start. However, if you're going to be moving across the states, depending on where exactly or the distance from where you're coming from, child, please sell everything. Sell everything, okay? I had a whole storage in Connecticut thinking that I was still going to be in Connecticut and I was going to move into a house in Connecticut and all these things. So now that I'm going to the cost of like moving things down here, oh my gosh. It's so costly. Honestly, it's probably just more beneficial to just literally sell everything, donate everything. Just come down here with your like primary clothes, primary things, and just literally buy everything where you are. If that's one advice that I can give y'all. If you are moving either across the country, if you're not moving like 2 states away or something like that, if you're moving more than 2 states away, child, just donate, sell. Go to where you're gonna go with your primary stuff and go from there. Unless you have like enough stuff to like probably fill up a container and have it shipped down here or something. Maybe, just maybe, but child, that's, you're looking for over $1,000 on that, you know. I think it's more beneficial to just come here with your primary stuff and then buy everything else that you need when you get to your new destination, because it is so costly trying to maintain a storage over in Connecticut. And now I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's the most cost-effective way to get my stuff down here. And honestly, now I'm at the point where I'm just like, I am literally gonna go down there, drive down there with a car. Whatever doesn't fit in my car is gonna be donated. Just out. I'm reinventing myself anyway down here, so might as well just reinvent my whole fashion, reinvent my furniture, reinvent everything, okay? That's one advice I can give y'all. That's literally it. So that's the big news. That's one of the big news that I have been missing. School, moving. I am still a travel nurse, by the way, down here. I was a travel nurse in Mass last, and now I'm still travel nursing down here. I definitely plan on probably doing one more contract, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to be hopping around places, especially when you're in school and starting at new facilities, getting to know new people, new protocols. It's hard whenever you're like a new student, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, that's been a transition getting back into school after 5 years. Ooh, 5 years of being out of school. Being out of college, undergrad, okay? It's a lot. Honestly, guys, again, can I give y'all advice again? If you want to go back to school after your undergrad, please don't let it go past like 3 years, okay? Don't let it go past 3 years. Get some bedside, this is for nurses because I'm a nurse. Get some bedside experience for sure. Maybe like a year and a half to 2 years of like bedside experience, and then go back into school. Because it's been such a tough transition getting back into school. Child, I'm like so embarrassed. But hey, we still passed. We passed our first semester. A- in all classes. I don't know if I should be happy about that, because I feel like it should be A+ or A's. But honestly, I'm happy for the accomplishment. A- is actually pretty great for, again, being out of school for 5 whole years. 4 is crazy, okay? So I'll take it. It's fine. But what else was I gonna say? Let me look at my notes. This is why we have our notes, to keep me organized, to keep things here, right? This is why we have our notes. Lastly, that we will talk about in this video before I call it done. How does it feel to be away from my family in Connecticut? Honestly, it's different, but I feel as if like I've gotten used to it. I was able to get used to it because I started travel nursing back in 2024. As soon as I moved out of my old apartment in Connecticut, I started travel nursing. And I was in Massachusetts for a whole entire year. So I was away from my family for that entire time. Yes, I would go back and forth to like see them, and I chose Mass because I wanted to stay next to my family. So I would go back and forth to see them. But I think like being away for that whole year, away from my family, really gave me the oomph to like go out of my comfort zone and take it far, and go farther this time. Spread my wings and fly, and find out who Stacey Ann Wallen is outside of my family. So I mean, it's different, but honestly, thank God for technology. We have our phones, we have FaceTime, we have social media. So I still am able to stay connected with my family up in Connecticut through text, through group chats, through FaceTime, through phone calls, all these things. And I'm also just a plane ride away. There are one trip plane rides over to Connecticut from here. You know, and I'm also very grateful as well that I was able to move to a place where I'm not alone. You know, I really commend it to those who move to a new city, move to a new state, a new place, and it's just them themselves and them, you know. Like, I commend it to you guys because I know I couldn't. Child, I couldn't. And honestly, that's kind of how it would have been a little bit if I was in Florida. I kind of would have been more by myself. Yes, I have like 1-2 friends out there, 1-2, you know, people I know, but like, those are your friends, you know what I'm saying? They have to have their own lives and their own, like, you know, family is family, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a difference between family and friends. Like, I feel like you can kind of depend more on your family than your friends. I feel like that's okay, right? That's okay to say. But that's just like kind of how it was. So I really commend those who move to a whole different place by themselves, and it's just them, you know. But I'm so grateful that I have cousins here, a whole group of cousins here. So honestly, you know, I'm able to hang out with them whenever I want to. We share Christianity together, all these things, and they're a great transition for me while I'm like still figuring life out down here. So it's like a best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? So it's really nice, and it kind of takes away like any homesickness. Honestly, I'm not really that homesick. I love being here in North Carolina. I love even the winters here. I don't miss the snow at all. I think the only thing I just miss is the fall. Like, fall is my favorite season, so I just miss the pumpkins and going apple picking stuff. Yes, you can kind of do that down here, but it doesn't feel the same. Like, it doesn't feel the same. Like, yes, the leaves sometimes change, but again, it don't feel the same. I miss the fall in Connecticut. I miss going to the Big E in Mass. If you know, you know. I miss those kind of things, but I'm honestly looking forward to this new change. Obviously, my background is different right now. I am working on a new YouTube background in my office, so that will come when it comes. But until then, like, it'll probably be either a white screen or probably different in various areas of my apartment, maybe, until we get to where we gotta get to. And yeah, I'm gonna make a whole new video on where exactly I want to take Virtuously Me, what's the plans for this channel, because I have missed y'all, and I hope y'all missed me too. I'll be dead. Hopefully. Yes, I missed you guys, and honestly, in 2026, I hope to take this more serious and actually post more and be consistent and all these things. I'm going to make a whole nother video of goals for 2026 that I want to do as well. Y'all gotta hold my hand. Y'all gotta hold my hand, okay? And hold me to the fire for those things I want to do, okay? And I have another huge news as well for you guys, but that will come in another video. So that means, what does that mean? You guys have to stay. You have to stay. You gotta stay, okay? You got to what? You got to do what now? You gotta like, subscribe, and maybe comment. Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure you want to hear what the news is. You better. But I know you guys want to hopefully stay on this journey with me as I walk my walk with Christ. I'm all about being real with it, telling you guys about the ups and the downs and the ugly. I am so real with that because I feel as if not a lot of people do that. It seems as if as soon as they accept the Jesus Lord as their Lord and Savior, it's like perfect from there. It's not. It's beautiful and ugly at the same time. So that's what I'm really, you know, here for. Just so you guys know that you're not alone in your struggle with your walk with Christ. You're not alone at all. And I'm here to help you to see that. And I have more things to come and more news for you. So please like and subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.